What's up, gamers? DreamcastGuy here, talking today about Diablo 4, and I'll be perfectly honest, I'm a bit miffed. I'm going to be a bit angry in this video because, just to be brutally honest right up front, I'm pissed that Blizzard still has not fixed this game. This has been broken for months. Yesterday, they promised to finally fix it. They said, here comes the gigantic patch. They've been teasing the Season of Blood for literally months. It came out, and the game is somehow not only busted, but also now busted on Steam. I am an idiot, and since I am such a Diablo mega fan with my Diablo tattoos and my Diablo comic books and stuff like that, I decided to purchase it on Steam because they kept saying, hey, we're going to release it on Steam. It's finally perfect. Pick it up. I got it on Steam Deck, and guess what? It still freaking blows. But let's talk about the problem with this patch and why, as a Diablo fan, I feel like this signifies why Blizzard downright blows in the modern day. Let's get into it. Hi, I'm DreamcastGuy. Be sure to like this video and subscribe if you haven't already. I heard somebody say that there's some sort of update they just instituted on YouTube where when I say the words like and subscribe, apparently the like and subscribe buttons light up. That's kind of interesting. So yesterday, they dropped Diablo 4 on Steam for $50. Now, of course, all the replies are about how this is absolutely overpriced. The fact that it's been out for so many months and has gotten no real price cuts, especially for the state of the game. This needs to be $10 less. I can't wait to see those reviews being mostly negative. It's just ridiculous because what's funny is that they're exactly right. It did come out and it is getting a lot of negative reviews. Part of it is because of this. Let me scroll past all the microtransactions before anything else. Battle passes, season passes. Look at this. During my childhood, Blizzard couldn't do anything wrong. Now they can't do anything right. Blizzard gets a lot of hate, but personally, I don't think they get enough. Oh, God. Look at this. It's just funny to me that every person is just saying how bad the game is. Here's a funny positive one. I can't believe how much they're paying for positive reviews, says a positive review. Wow, there's actually, people are actually refunding it. I'm not sure I've ever actually seen a refunded icon on here. That's so interesting to me. But it's fascinating because this signifies why this patch directly has managed to upset the community. This is what they're calling the Season of Blood. Now, for the last roughly 60 days, the developers have been doing live streams claiming this will finally fix it. They've been saying like, okay, we know the game is busted. We know the game is not fun. We know that there's just constant glitches and stuff that fundamentally on a systematic level is not functioning. This was supposed to fix it. Magic resistances have been broken for months. They promised to fix it. Man, doesn't actually work that well. Oh, look, unique items are having all their stats re-rolled. Oh, even this, not very well balanced. They're adding in a bunch of new styles of magic damage and magic stat. They said they're going to be trying to redo how it calculates stuff like vulnerable damage and overpowered damage, and they're redoing dungeons. But let me tell you, I spent a lot of yesterday playing it. It still sucks. The game still breaks constantly. It still crashes. It still kicks you out. It still lags. It still has constant annoying updates where the server will just kick you out because it's trying to sync something. Here's my real issue, though. I bought this on Steam Deck because I do love the handheld experience. I think it's interesting to be able to play something, like in this case, which is sort of almost an MMORPG, on a handheld. As a person that grew up completely, utterly obsessed with the Game Boy, it's interesting that technology has gotten so far, but the problem is, on Steam Deck, it runs terribly. We're not just talking about the fact that the frame rate is stuttering. Even on low graphics, it doesn't run good. Here's my problem. The screen doesn't look good. The buttons, the fact that you're having to constantly press start and select, that doesn't feel great on the Steam Deck. So just in general, the physical layout of buttons probably isn't the best. My major issue, it's a power suck. playing this game, you get about an hour of battery life. What is even the point of releasing it on Steam Deck? I know I'm kind of rambling here, but I'll be honest, I kind of want to just vent my frustrations because I am trying to play this. It's irksome that Blizzard is not giving this more time and attention. This is Season of Blood gameplay here. They did accelerate the leveling. I'll give them credit for that. They finally made it where you can get level 1 to 100. That used to take about 100 hours. Now it only takes about 60 hours, which you may think, okay, that's a very long time to level up. In Diablo, part of the fun is the leveling. So I'm not going to say it needs to be faster, but I'm glad it doesn't take literal multiple weeks to level up your character now. My issue is the fact that clearly Blizzard is still just obsessed with microtransactions. The battle pass here is garbage. I hate the fact that freaking Diablo even has a battle pass. Like, yeah, man, I'm here to slay the forces of the dead in my $70 game. Oh, wait, there's a bunch of battle pass microtransactions. Part of my annoyance with this is that not only are the servers completely borked, I keep having the game crash, I keep having it just completely freaking basically deactivate itself, which is annoying because I have very fast internet. Part of my annoyance of these always online experiences is the fact that this is one of those times where I do feel like Diablo 3 on my Nintendo Switch works better than Diablo 4 on my PlayStation 5 or my supercomputer or my $600 Steam Deck. Blizzard has already admitted that they made so much freaking money off Diablo 4. This is the biggest launch they have ever had of any game. World of Warcraft expansion or some new remakes or anything. This is the biggest Blizzard thing of all time. And yet it's still busted. It's beautiful. It's got good cutscenes. I still like the story itself, but it sucks in that the way you play Diablo is season-based. It's sort of just implemented that you'll keep playing your character again and again and again every like 3 months. Basically, every 90 days, they come out with a new massive patch called a season where you're fighting vampires or werewolves or different kinds of demons or picking up malignant hearts. And that's been the fun of previous Diablo games, is constantly feeling the game evolve. The problem is that not only does Diablo 4 not feel like it's evolving, it feels like it keeps getting worse. The amount of blowback, the amount of hate, I do truly believe is warranted. They're having this with Overwatch 2 as well. Overwatch 2 also released on Steam, and it's now one of the most hated games of all time. 200,000 negative reviews. My issue here is the fact that I wish that this was honestly just better. I wish that this was as good as previous Diablo games. I'm not asking it to be the best game ever. I'm annoyed because I have literally over 300 hours in this. I have characters, I have gear, I have time I've spent staring at the skill trees. Every time they downgrade this game, they downgrade the character I already have. Imagine putting that much time into your character and feeling them get weaker and weaker because some guy doesn't know how to properly freaking calculate darkness resistance meters. Forgive my anger, but I wanted to just vent about it because I love Diablo. I want this to be the best franchise ever. I want this to be the marquee flagship of Blizzard's success. I want it to get put in freaking Game Pass so everybody plays it and it's great and it's popular. But in its current state, why would anybody choose to play a game that not only is so undercooked, but is still just another online battle pass treadmill to try and keep you logging in and buying very overpriced microtransactions? Even if you have fun with Diablo 4, which I know there's a couple people out there, they're probably named Daryl and they just live in the middle of nowhere, Iowa. There's a couple dudes that actually like this game. I don't know why I'm throwing Daryls and people in Iowa under the bus, but this is a game where most people are irked with it. Most people are not having a good time. And I feel like that's a sign that Blizzard needs to wake up and figure out how to make their stuff fun. Not just profitable. You've made enough money. Make it fun. All right? Microsoft, you're now in charge of this. Maybe swoop in there and figure out how to, I don't know, hire a fun technician. Okay, these have been some off-the-cuff thoughts. What do you guys think about the current state of Diablo? Is this worth playing? Tell me your thoughts in the comments down below. And please keep dreaming. Legitimately, screw this game. And I hate that I have to say that because, man, Diablo is my thing. Thanks so much for watching that video. If you want to see something else, you can always click this link to see what I put up last, or, subscribe and see what's coming up next. Also, I promise that whatever I do, it'll try not to suck.